J.Lo's love may not cost a thing, but being married to her has a lot of rules.
So what do you want to know about that?
And it's a little more than picking up his empty Dunkin' boxes. I'm not saying she's high maintenance.
It's no different for me than it is for everybody else.
But I'll let you be the judge after hearing what she makes Ben Affleck do at home. Number 1. Smoke-free zone. Here's hoping Ben sticks to this rule for both his health and Jen's. In an obvious pet peeve, J.Lo absolutely hates the fact that her hubby smokes. And not just a couple a day. According to sources, if Ben had his way, he'd be chain-smoking all day long if Jen didn't finally put her foot down. And while there are several rules on Jen's list of demands, this one is a golden one. Here's hoping Ben is all stocked up on the patch. Wonder if there's a vaping loophole. Number 2. Messiness Not Allowed. When one was to think of the aesthetic of one Miss Jennifer Lopez, clean would come to mind. So it's no surprise that Jennifer needs her personal space to be tidy. So another major rule Jen has for her paramour, Ben, is to be nice and tidy. Unfortunately, Ben, in his natural state, is not a tidy dude. It's been reported that he leaves his things all over the place without picking up even a plate. It's also been said that several fights have been had over these messy actions. Now, obvi, there must be a cleaning crew on site at all time in the Ben and Jen estates, but we're thinking it's more of the principle of the matter. And hey, if all you have to do to stay with the supernova that is Jennifer Lopez is pick up one dish, Ben better be getting on it. Here's hoping Ben can learn how to pick up a plate in order to pick up his marriage. Number 3. To stay in shape. We all love Jennifer Lopez's singing, dancing, and acting, but we also all know that her most treasured asset is, well, her asset. In fact, J.Lo happens to have her backside insured for $28 million. So it's safe to say that staying in shape is a must for her. Therefore, another rule for her hubs is that he too must be sculpted. From pics alone, it's pretty obvious that Ben has had a glow up in just the short time they've been together. It's also been reported that Lopez reportedly put Affleck on a strict diet and workout regimen since the two started dating again. In fact, when they first got back together, Ben was up at 5 a.m. hitting the gym with his wifey. While this may be an extreme ask, it can be assumed that the couple who works out together stays together. Number 4. Drinks are limited. This rule isn't 100% a Ben Affleck rule, since she has done this one in past relationships. But Jen loves a clean lifestyle, including being anti-alcohol. When Jennifer was with A-Rod, can we get a whoop for that? She negotiated a 3-drink limit deal. Now that she's with Affleck, who has been sober for several years, J.Lo has turned that 3-drink rule into a no-drink rule, which is great for everyone's physical and mental health, especially considering that they have to be up and at 'em at 5 a.m. for workouts. Number 5. Once a cheater. In the days following Lopez's breakup with Rodriguez, it was reported that Lopez didn't end her relationship with the former baseball player over his allegedly cheating on her, but because he had a reputation for being a cheater, which is quite the chicken or the egg situation. The breakup happened because the trust was broken. Therefore, another rule J.Lo has for her husband is no cheating. This is like a big obvi, but in the world of celebrity, it's important to clarify. Number 6. Intimate demands. Like most millionaires, it's important to have a prenuptial agreement. Now, this legal document usually has stipulations regarding the protection of assets. But when you're an A-lister, stuff can get specific. One of the alleged requests in the agreement is that Lopez demands Affleck to have a minimum of 4 intimate sessions per week as part of the clauses she signed up upon marrying Ben. Happy wife, happy life, y'all! Number 7. Done with kids. While these two actors are going into this marriage with eyes wide open and families already made, another rule these two have is no more children. Lopez already has 2 children, Emmy and Max, 14 with her ex, while Affleck has 3 children with ex Jennifer Garner. It's a real Brady Bunch situation, and they've decided that building a new family is in their past. Their main goal is to focus on the many children they have now and to raise them into good adults. A party of 5 is definitely enough for them. Number 8. Friends with Marc Anthony. One of the more encouraging rules Mrs. Affleck has for Ben is that they must be friends with the father of her children. the father being international superstar singer Marc Anthony. Anthony and Lopez, who were married from 2004 to 2014 and share 2 children together, are still very close since their divorce and continue to be the best of friends. So, since these two are active co-parents, it would be imperative for Affleck to get along. And sources say Anthony never is jealous of anyone Jennifer is with and is totally fine with them splitting time with the kids. Jennifer and Marc Anthony are reportedly very close and act like the best of friends, a rarity when it comes to the messy world of celebrity divorce. Number 9. Separation of church and state. Since Jen and Ben both come from the entertainment industry, Lopez and Affleck know that it's important to keep their jobs separate from their personal lives. They're doing their best not to commit the mistake they did the first time around by merging their personal life with their professional life. In the end, their relationship struggled and called off their original engagement. This one may present challenges since the public is just as eager to watch these two at any cost. Seriously, the world wants a Ben and Jen reality show stat. Hopefully, their work-life balance is way more in check now. Number 10. Day rule. Another romantic rule for the duo is not to spend more than 5 days apart from each other. This means that if one of them is working overseas, the other needs to fly to where their partner is so that they can spend some time with each other. Which, in the non-celeb world, seems obvious, but when Jen could potentially be touring nonstop and Ben creating new production company with none other than his bestie Matt Damon, a 5-day rule seems necessary and needed. They have also pledged to make an effort to stagger projects. This will be quite trying considering they were super famous apart, so together they are quite in demand. But to save the relationship, it is for sure worth it. Number 11. Daily FaceTime. In keeping with not spending too much time apart, Ben and Jen made a daily FaceTime rule, where the two of them can update and keep up with one another regardless of their busy schedule. Which is nice to see that these two are figuring it out so thoroughly the second time around. The fans, and dare we say the world, couldn't endure another Jen and Ben breakup 2.0. So get on the phone, people! Priorities matter! Number 12. Child-free vacays. And finally, Affleck and Lopez have also agreed to take child-free vacations on the reg. Even though they enjoy hanging out with their respective kids and each other's kids, the couple also needs to have some time alone with each other. And when you're millionaires, it's probably best to keep the kiddos at home so you can get some true rest and relaxation time, most likely somewhere on a yacht. Also, let's not forget that Jen and Ben have some legally mandated intimate time, so the little ones definitely need to be out of sight and out of mind. There may be a lot of rules, but we're assuming it's all worth it when these two finally get to kick back and relax, superstar style. Jennifer may have released the album This Is Me Then, but these are her rules now. Which rule made you think you'd keep it to get with J.Lo? Comment below, and be sure to like and subscribe to The Things Celebrity for all things A-listers.